What's up, everybody? So I wanted to post a question out there for you guys, not just with Challengers, but with any car that you happen to be working on right now. Here's the thing. I'm questioning whether or not I should do any modifications to the Challenger aside from what it's already got. Hellcat airbox, Hellcat filter, and the brake duct mod. So here's the thing. The guy that you're listening to right now, my background mainly in Fox Body Mustangs, tuning with CalCon, Cal Edit software, a little bit of SCT Pro tuning with my Lightnings. So I've got a little bit of experience with that over the years, but here's the thing. Whether or not I'm working on a car or a motorcycle, whatever I might be dealing with, whenever I've gotten into the modification process of it, unless I was doing it specifically to chase a number at the track, I always felt like I was a little bit dissatisfied with the results that I would end up getting with whatever mods I might be doing, especially just the bolt-on type stuff. And I wanted to pose a question for you guys. When you've done mods yourself, what are the modifications that you've done that you felt were actually worth the money? And here's the thing, I'm kind of at a point in my life right now where I'm not really trying to chase a number at the track. This car is basically, it's a toy. I mean, it's something that it's not a daily driver, but I enjoy the hell out of it. I love the car to death, and I don't really want to ruin it by going in and trying to do, a heads cam setup or, heads cam, exhaust, the whole bit, strokers. Been down that path before. Not really looking to do that with this car. I really like it the way it is. And I know it's a personal preference, but again, for me, I end up feeling a little bit dissatisfied even after some of the major builds that I've been involved in, mainly because you know how it is. You get used to it after a while. And then you start dealing with some of the issues and some of the problems that you can get with these things once you take them a little bit too far. Drivability problems. If you live in an area that has to have emissions testing, you could run into problems with that too. So again, is it even really worth the headache anymore? Now for me, I was contemplating on going tune and exhaust with this thing and basically leaving it at that. But then in looking into doing those modifications, in talking to some of the vendors, I really couldn't get any straight answers out of anybody. Exhaust, the tune, regardless of what we were talking about, gains that they've seen and experiences that they've had were basically just kind of more or less hype than anything else. Now, I have seen videos and I've talked to guys in person that have got tunes and exhausts on their cars, and they picked up, especially with the Challengers. They've gone from running, 12.3, 12.4 down to, 11.7, 11.8. And that's a pretty significant jump, but I'm not exactly sure that it's enough of a jump to warrant the expense. Let me give you an idea. If you're gonna do long tubes with a catted mid pipe on this car, you're looking at about $1,700-$1,800 right there just an exhaust based on the pricing right now, which is 2016. The tune is going to cost you, well, you got to get a new computer. That's going to be about $650. You got to get the tuning software, which is about another $400 or $500. If you're talking to a tuner that's going to load the tune for you or at least send you an email over, that's going to be another expense. So basically, by the time it's all said and done, if you're doing all of your own work, you're probably going to walk somewhere around $3,200, $3,300. And for your $3,200, $3,300, you're going to pick up somewhere around 20 horsepower, maybe 30 foot-pounds of torque. And that doesn't represent 10% of what the car is going to put down to the tires. These things typically put down around, give or take, depends on the dyno that you're on, but on an eddy current dyno, maybe 385 to the wheels. And on like an old inertia style, like a Dynojet 248, you're looking at about 420 to the wheels in terms of horsepower. Torque's going to match that pretty much in lockstep. So again, you're not really talking about that big of a gain. And the other problem is you're not talking about a platform that you can just easily go in like an old Fox Body Mustang, pull the heads off, intake, throw a different pump in it, injectors, get CalCon, Cal Edit style tuning software, knock yourself out real easy, kind of C-spot run type stuff really at that point. And you've gone from, a 200 horsepower car to something that's, 3.5, 375 horse. So you're not going to see those type of huge gains with these modern cars unless you go with the supercharger, which is going to set you back probably $7-8 grand just in parts alone. Again, I'm just not so sure that the entertainment dollars are there. But I'd love to hear your opinions. Let me know what you've done to your cars, and let me know what modifications you've done to yours that have actually made sense to you and that you're actually satisfied with. Thanks a lot. Adios.